nature. Run fits versus three high, I think it's fairly simple. For us, it starts out of one look, man. It starts out of what we call the tight front. And the tight front for us is the end and the tackle, both in four eyes. And we can get into every which way that we play the four eye. We do some unique things and read it a different way at times, and then sometimes we read it like everybody else and key in the tackle. Depending upon some things, some years, we'll key the guard and put his inside hand down. Sometimes we'll put his outside hand down. And me being a D line guy, I really like to get in there and dabble with that. Play with a zero nose. A lot of people bang lag that nose to the side of the back. There's times where we do that. There's times when we send that guy away from the back. There's times when we just play him through and tell him he can't be wrong. And so we're kind of flexible up there. You kind of see the spacing of the backers. We play with a Sam backer, Mike backer, Will backer. We apex the Sam back. 11 personnel was the biggest personnel that we saw. We call this Pro Twins Yo with the Y off there. We used to tuck that wheel backer in the box and put him in a 30, and we'd have 230 techniques or 240 techniques, depending upon how wide they were. This past year, we started putting that wheel backer on the outside of that guy because for us, the inside backers had A to C, and so we found that guy on the seal zone, man, they used to be able to bang that 4 eye all the way down and really get up to us faster. So we wanted to put a C gap presence there. And sometimes, man, we'll play the games with the 4 eye and the wheel backer to kind of switch those gaps up. And so we found it better that way. That's kind of why you see that different spacing. At times we will go back to 230s, but where we really make our hay, man, is this the way we play quarters defense along with this middle safety, which we call our jet. That guy's unblocked a lot of times. He's not in the count. We play him at 10 yards over the ball or over number 3 is really how we play it. There are times where we'll play him right over the ball, depending upon what people do in the run game. And then we have 2 what we call vice safeties, which means the way we play quarters, those guys, the ball is being spilled to them. The jet can overlap, and the safety's job is to keep the ball on their inside number. Corners always escape outside. I think it's very important that you talk about your run fits with your players, with your coaches, because if people can understand this for us, if you can understand how things fit when you're a spill guy, when you're a box guy, where the ball is being spilled to, who is being boxed to, obviously you'll be able to fit the run game better. And so for us, we're big spill, get the ball out to the vice safety, have the jet overrunning it or over fitting over the top of it either way. There is sometimes with that formationally, they can get you outflanked to where the jet is the only guy in the box. And so it looks like a 4-man box. It's still a 5-man box in some forms of 10 personnel, but we'll do some things with the coverage if we want to keep a 6-man presence with what we call the triangle, which is these 3 guys, those 3 guys along with the 3 D linemen. All right, so I wanted to show you how that works, just so you understand what it is that we're structured out of. We'll get right into the tape here, being just in the tight front, playing quarters coverage behind it. What people like to do, what we found this in our league this past year, people really liked to get us in what we call twin trips with the nub tight end down there. What that did was they knew that we were going to remove that guy and he was going to be over number 3, and they felt like that they could handle this right here. And so it was fine to us because we do rotate the safety down where now he's playing basically a form of mini. It ain't mini, but it's kind of what people would know as mini if you just saw it without being in our meeting room. The jet now is on 3. Still got the presence in the box that we want, and obviously we got a short, clouded corner over here. I thought it was a good game plan, but obviously it didn't work. And so we ended up having one of the best run defenses, one of the best defenses in the country. But I do understand why people did that. And people in our league tried a lot of those things. And some people did have some success at times. But for the most part, our kids did a really good job of adjusting. And so here you see some gap scheme stuff. Just counter GY from the backside, man. And again, starts, we got a guy in the 5 technique. Now, let's talk about that. There are times where we will say, screw it, we don't want 4 eyes. We just want to be in 5s. And so some of this stuff will be mixed up with five techniques and 4 eyes. All right. So we got a guy in the 5. Now it's just a 4-down fit. It's just spill, and here comes the vice safety. And so we were able to take care of it with these 2 guys here. Now, what we wanted to see is the spill happen here. Spill happen here. All right. Spill happen with the second one. And then there's the backer. Here's the jet. There's the other safety, right? What ended up happening, though, is we got the first spill. This guy should have came to spill it, but we tell him, however deep you hit it, as long as you hit it behind the line of scrimmage, we don't really care how you hit it because we feel like we can get it fit up. So he ends up actually boxing it, and we're able to get it with the first spill guy. We're able to knock the ball down with the first spill guy. We don't wrong arm and call it and allow them to log us up front. We call it caging it up, which is a hard spill but a rip out, because what we found is on the soft kick out block like this guy had right here, we can rip ourselves out and stay active in the play and be able to get the ball from the backside. You see it from the type here. I'll just stop right here and talk about this. People say they don't have 4-eye bodies, right? We feel like for us, we made 4-eye bodies. Some of these guys were 3 techniques, and this guy's an extremely large guy. I think he was about 4'10" for us right here. We wanted to have a really big nose guard, and then these guys would be 4-down inside guys. This kid was about 6'2", maybe 310 or so. This kid was 6'1 and a half, 275, and so they're not true ends. We recruited to where we just recruited a bunch of inside guys for 4 eyes, and then we had special nose guards. There's the first spill, Mike Backer getting over the top, just back key. Back key. We didn't underkey the guard or anything like that. We just went back key. So you see 8 checking the gap over the top before he scrapes all the way over. We played the backers at about 4 yards, and that was game plan oriented. Played them at about 4 yards. There's the first spill. We end up getting a box. We got the ball back from the backside, but here's the crease. And so now you see the safety coming to fit in. This guy the Mike Backer can now fold back inside if he wasn't there. And so we like to have a guy on the inside half and outside half of every block and every ball carrier. That way we know we can vice the ball up. Here's some more gap scheme stuff. Doing it again from a 5 technique. There's a spill. Now the backer works over the top. And now we're spill before we even get to any of these guys in the run fit. Safeties are aggressive in the run fit. So here he comes. It gets spilled. There's the guy over the top. He beat the down safety. He beat the vice safety. And then we got the inside runner with the jet. So we're still able to play the run game, and we just played it with the box. Spill. There's the fit. See it from the back copy. We like to get a little bit more on that tackle. All right, a little bit more on that tackle, but that allowed the wheel backer to get over the top. And so the Mike Backer, I'm sorry. So now we got a spill by the 5 technique, spill by the wheel. There's the fit right there. We equate 3-high defense as the defensive version of the option, right? Like people have to prepare because nobody ever got to number 9 until late. And so number 9, we knew that the quarterback had a high tendency of pulling the ball. So we were able to split the defense in half, keep number 9 backside along with the backside safety, and still fit the ball on either side. Spill. There's the fit along with the vice safety coming to make the tackle too.